shelter pet. Amazing adoption.
Teams on the floor. It'll be Ola Okomalafe jumping center against Laura Bagwell-Katalinich. Frogs will shoot bucket to our left. The big red of Cornell to the Frogs control the tap. It'll be in the hands of Lauren Hurd as we get started here on game number 2. We welcome you. Thanks for joining us. For TCU, it'll be Kiana Ray, Lauren Hurd, Jade Woods, Jaycee Bradley, and Ola Okomalafe in the lineup. Jade Woods coming off her first ever double-double, fires it to Bradley, showing no good. Ola the rebound, double clutch and gets it off the glass. And TCU on top early, 2-0. Full court pressure and a steal forced by Kiana. Back comes Woods. Woods, right side, back to Bradley. Steps back beyond the arc, now to Hurd up top. Back to Jaycee, fires, 3 ball, and she's got it. Jaycee Bradley, known as a three-point shooter, gets one going. Just 0 for 1 the other night. You just heard Coach talking about, said she played nervous. Didn't look nervous on that shot. Missed her first one, came right back, got it going. She is a kid who can fire it maybe at close to 50% from outside the arc. She is that good at the 3. And we've got a foul on TCU as Cornell took it inside. And the first foul of the game. Frogs on top 5-0. First foul is going to be on Ola, and it will send Cornell to the free throw line. Samantha Widman, 2 of 3 in her first game. She was top 10 free throw shooter in the Ivy League a season ago. First free throw is no good. Widman, a 5'11 senior, kind of hybrid guard/forward out of Lawrenceville, New Jersey. Kate Ceramic will be in the lineup, junior out of Pittsburgh. Missed both free throws. Rebound Hurd, flings it up the floor to Bradley, but that ball is knocked out of bounds by Ceramic. And TCU will have it. Frogs inbound it from near midcourt. Woods picks up the dribble, fires to Bradley on the left wing. Now to Ray, right wing, goes to Hurd. Hurd slings it Ray in the corner to Bradley. They are on her. She'll dribble out to the wing, but still nothing. Now Ray, catch, shoot, top of the key, 3 ball. Frogs up 8-0 here to start. And we've got a stoppage in play as the Frogs knock it out of bounds as Cornell was trying to push it back up the floor. Now we'll get set with the half-court defense. Controlled by Mulroy. Now around the horn to the right corner on the wing. Back up top, Katalinich, Bagwell-Katalinich. She'll hit the 2 from 18 straight on shot. And at the 8-10 mark, Cornell on the board, it's 8-2. Hurd. Right side now Ray, up top Woods. Lobbed over the top, Yummy, who checked last stoppage in play. And the pass into her is tipped away. And a steal by Cornell. And one of the things Coach talked about in the pregame show, was that this is a team that is going to run every kind of defense there is at you. Long layup attempt, missed by Miklos, 6'1 junior out of Fort Collins, Colorado, but knocked out of bounds by TCU. So at 15 on the shot clock, Cornell will have the basketball. Left baseline beneath their own basket. They will trigger in. Looking, bounce pass underneath, double clutch Bagwell-Katalinich, shot block, tipped out high, and it's up in the hands of Bradley. Frogs control it. Jade Woods stops at the elbow, slings it out to Hurd, and overfires the pass. It'll go out of bounds. And a turnover by TCU, their second of the game. Again, TCU will get back defensively, leading 8-2 here early, about 2.5 minutes gone. Pass on the wing. Mulroy's got it, fell to the floor, but kept the dribble alive to prevent the travel call and the turnover. Widman near the top of the key, whistle away for the basketball, and it's going to be on Yummy. Holes in Reagan Peebly's world. Pick up that quick foul. And have a seat for a moment. Right wing Mulroy fires 3 and rattles it in. As a team, Cornell in their opening win shot 36% from outside the arc. Again, defeating Albany on the road 71-51. 5-0 run in progress here for Cornell. Top of the key to the free throw line. Jade Woods, wraparound pass, and she wrapped it around a little bit too far, and it flew past on the bounce. Pass Morris. Turnover by TCU. Quickly down toward the baseline. Shot with a hook. Close, misses the target, and Bradley has it for the Frogs. Drops it to Hurd. Hurd crossover, takes it in the lane, floats it. Shot down. And it's going to count a defensive foul, a blocking call on Cornell. Had to wait and see where that one was going to roll, because it's contact on the dribble drive and just not set there. And Hurd, who also had 20 points in that opener. Foul goes against Bagwell Katalinich. And the three-point play complete for Lauren Hurd. The Frogs back up 11-5, snaps the 5-0 run. Quickly into the front court, Widman now. Hurd tries to go for the tie-up, but Cornell now able to set up the half-court offense. Mulroy, top of the key, bounce pass near the left wing. Facing the bucket, Miklos. Right side, Mulroy, up top. Widman drives in, left side, layup good, but nope, it's not going to count. Travel call on Widman. Mulroy, who's running the point in the absence of Danielle Jorgensen, the senior from Minnesota, is Shannon Mulroy. She's a 5'8" freshman out of Mount Laurel, New Jersey. A couple of New Jerseyans, Jersey women on this team. Substitution out of the game comes Hallie Miklos. And in for the first time, Teresa Grace Imbenifo. Shot for three, and an air ball. Bradley a little bit long from that left wing. And so a turnover back to Cornell, turnover number 3. Full court pressure from the Frogs. Taking to half court, and across the line comes Ceramic. Pass inside, cutting, layup good, Bagwell Katalinich. The 11-7. Set to check in Michelle Berry, the Frogs' freshman newcomer. Had a nice start the other night, 6 points, 5 boards. Bounce pass in the corner, goes to Bradley. She'll fire 3. Yeah. So Bradley a pair of 3. She's 2 for 4 from outside the arc. And TCU up, doubling up on the Big Red. That is their mascot, Big Red, 14-7. Lob over the top, caught underneath, double clutch shot, hits the bottom of the rim. Back to Katalinich, gets her own rebound in the putback. (14-9). We're past the midpoint, so we'll have a stoppage in play at the next, or a timeout at the next stoppage in play, I should say. Here comes Jade Woods in traffic, shot blocked, ripped out of the air by Bagwell Katalinich. The outlet goes to Ceramac. Pulls up at the left elbow, and that's an air ball. It'll go out of bounds, and it'll be TCU basketball when we come back. 4:43 left to. No pressure in the backcourt. They'll have to bring it to length. It'll be Lauren Hurd. Quickly races across the line after kind of slow playing it. Then to Kiana Ray, back to Hurd. She'll come left side this time to Bradley. Bradley to Hurd. Bounce pass. Turn around at the elbow. Jumper good for Michelle Berry. And she had a nice debut the other night. I mentioned 6 points, 5 boards. There's 2 more. TCU up 16-9. Pass, corner, drive, baseline kick, left side. Shot from 15 feet. It's missed. And a race to the basketball. Bradley's there, but it goes out of bounds. And it will remain in the hands of Cornell, the Ivy Leaguers. They'll have it sideline. All-female officiating crew here today. And now we've got a stoppage again, just as Cornell was set to. They're putting 20 on the shot clock, by the way. That was the hold up there. And here we go. Fake to the baseline. Kick out. Near midcourt. Goes to Mulroy. And now on the wing to Imbenifo. Up top, firing 3. Mulroy, bank shot in. Counts even though it wasn't called. And it's 16-12. Here's Hurd getting past the double team. Kicks, nope, fakes the pass into the corner for the long layup. It misses. Yummy Morris with a follow shot underneath. And Bagwell Katalinich comes up with it. 4-point game. And Cornell trying to cut into that even more. Bagwell-Katalinich feeds it out near the center circle to Mulroy. On the wing, facing the bucket, Benefo fires it cross court, skips it into the corner, dribble drive to the elbow. Siramac misses it's loose, and Morris comes up with a loose ball. Quick outlet to Hurd, they're going to push it. Now steps back, sends it left. Barry from inside the arc. That one missed off the basket, and Mulroy the rebound, and will push it into the front court. Beats it off to Whitman, comes in left side, layup up and over the iron, missed it, and he hauls it in for TCU. Under 3 minutes to go, long pass to Bradley. Traveled with it as she caught the ball. She kind of pump faked there and dragged that pivot foot along instead of pulling up for the shot. Went ahead and tried to drive baseline. So fourth turnover on TCU. Frogs back defensively this time. Mulroy will bring it forward to Bagwell-Katalinich near the elbow. Now sends it right side of the lane to Benefo. Back to the left to Dylan Higgins, who's in for the first time today. She's from Balasinwood, Pennsylvania. Little runner, counter Bagwell-Katalinich. And it's a 2-point contest. Frogs were up 14-7 just a moment ago, so a 7-2 run. And we've got a foul call as the Frogs are trying to save it. Bradley fouled by Benefo. She was knocked to the floor trying to get the ball along the sideline near the timeline in front of the Big Red bench. Bradley will come out. And in comes Alex Crane, the sophomore from McKinney. Frogs inbound at Jade Woods at the point. Over to K-Ray, now to Woods. Free throw line, fed in the corner to Crane. Now to Woods up top, and she's fouled, check that, Kiana Ray is fouled as Woods feeds it to Ray. Whitman going for the steal and bumped Ray off her feet to the floor. Frogs inbounded again as we approach 2 minutes to go opening quarter. Alex Crane drives baseline, cut off there, feeds back to Barry. Left elbow jumper, a little bit long. Fight for the loose ball, saved on the baseline by Young. To Woods, over to K-Ray for three. That's back rim missed. Race to the ball, and Cornell's got it. Nearly threw it away. Barry kind of forced that one into a tough pass, but Cornell does control it. 16-14, they can tie or take the lead here. We mentioned a lot of defensive looks from this Cornell club. Drive, baseline, Whitman. Shot blocked by Yummy and ends up of K-Ray. Kiana on the move to the free throw line. Kicks to Woods. Back to Kiana. Ray sends it on to Crane. Now to Barry up top. To Crane. Open three. Ball got it from the wing. Count it. 19-14 Frogs, a minute to go here in the opening frame. Bounce pass, left side of the lane, spin move into the paint, and then Benefo's got it with the right hand floater. 19-16. A lot of scoring, heavy pace here early on. Woods, cross midcourt, and she's fouled. Tried to trap her in when she slid past Mulroy. Contact made, and she was cut off there. Team foul number 4, and 5 fouls before bonus time each quarter. Yummy checks out. Obinma checks in. Becky making her Frog debut the other night. Had a point, couple of rebounds, took only one shot from the field. Woods with it up top. Bounce pass to Crane on the wing. Now skips it over to the right side, back to Woods on the perimeter. Into Barry, kick out, K-Ray, 9 on the shot clock, drives, floats, left it short, and untouched, it'll go out of bounds. So the shot clock is off with 10.5 to play. Cornell with the last possession here of the first quarter can tie it or get to within one. Killing some time. 10 seconds, makes her move. Bounce pass, right side, now thrown back left to Siramac for three to tie. Good. Rebound Barry, quickly up the floor, 2 seconds, 1 second. Woods lets it go, but way too much and way too wide to the left. So the opening Bucket to our right, Frogs to the left. Kiana Ray, Akomalafe, Hurd, Barry, and Jade Woods. Here's a pass near the free throw line. Ball loose. It ends up in the hands of Cornell. Bagwell Katalinich. Into the left corner he goes. Drive baseline. Frogs double team. Fighting for that ball. And now get the steal. It's forced by Hurd. Controlled by Ray. Outlet to Jade Woods. Feeds it up the floor to Kiana. Down low to Akomalafe. Out high. Out long. Kicks it out. Feeds it back. And Ola leaves it short. Off him in glass and hauled in by Cornell. Good scoring opportunity there. Just babied a little bit. And an offensive foul as Jade Woods set up on the right elbow. And Hallie Miklos wasn't watching as she backpedaled. She just ran over Jade. Jade spent most of this first game and a quarter so far laid out or diving to chairs or tables. She is giving herself up for success, and she gets the turnover with that, drawing the charge. Baseline, Akomalafe now to Woods into the corner. Hurd for three, and she knocks it down. 22-16. Frogs let Cornell get into the front court and will now pick up tightly. Playing a zone look here. Bounce pass, baseline. Bagwell Katalinich, shot from the baseline. Inside the arc, no good. Rebound Ray. Frogs by 6 with the ball. A little over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Hurd driving toward the bucket as the ball stripped. Jade Woods ties it up, and TCU with the possession arrow will maintain the basketball. Substitute. Out goes Widman. And in comes Siramac. Frogs will inbound baseline right. Jade Woods backside. Kiana Ray takes it up. Had a player fly over. No foul. Gets her own board. And the putback one from 5 feet away. It counts. 24-16. Frogs by 8. Again, Frogs let Cornell have free reign in the backcourt this time. Pick up tightly. That zone look. Bounce pass baseline again. A shot. Miklos. It's off the mark for the right baseline, but a foul on the rebound is going to be on Cornell. Second team foul here in this quarter. Neither team made it to the bonus in that first frame. This foul on Bagwell Katalinich. That's also her second. Woods with the ball left wing, now to Hurd, and into the corner to Barry. Skip toss, low left, high right to Ray, in the corner to Woods, right side. Feeds to Hurd, underneath, flipped it up, left short, and the rebound near the free throw line by Siramac. She's on the run to her own free throw line. Drops it to Miklos, and now the ball being pattered around. It goes into Bagwell Katalinich as Cornell resecured possession. Kick out near the corner, Siramac for three. Left rebound, Hurd. And here come the Frogs. Hurd at a full sprint. Feeds to Jade Woods near the corner. Cross-court pass to Kiana Ray. To Hurd, corner left, three again, her second. And the Frogs suddenly with a double-digit lead, 27-16. It is Cornell basketball as we come back from the timeout. Frogs will pick up at half court. Hurd, Ray, Akomalafe, Bradley back in, and Woods. That is your original starting lineup, by the way. Lauren Hurd going for a steal, kicks the ball, where she kind of ventured across the line to try to get a steal. So Cornell will inbound near sideline in their backcourt, just beyond the midcourt stripe. Comes into the front court, almost a handoff to Siramac. And to Widman, back to Siramac. Cross-court pass, right wing Mulroy. Feeds back over to Siramac for three, and that was good. Siramac's first points of the game, first made bucket in 5 tries. 27-19, under 7 to go. Hurd now trap, feeds it to Akomalafe baseline, who drops it back to Woods for the layup. Left it short off the glass. Would crawl over the iron, and Cornell gets it running the other way. Mulroy right wing. Up top, Siramac. Right elbow to Miklos, and she'll turn around. Jumper, rattled around, hit the backboard, fell back through. It's a freight here for the Big Red, and it's 27-21. Back to a 6-point game. Here's Jade Woods, feeds it to Ray, into the corner. Bradley set up for a three, just short. Flying in is Hurd for the rebound, and able to get it to Woods. Ray now to Bradley near the left corner, and to Ray. Ray over to Hurd, right wing. Elbow. Kick corner, Bradley to Kiana Ray for three, and she hits it. Good ball movement there. It went from high right, low left, out to the left wing, and outrun the defense with quick, crisp passes, and they get it done. And Ray's now got 8, and she's got a couple of threes as well. 30-21. Out high, Mulroy. Jump toss to Cermak, right wing 3. Back rim, long Karam get bound. Out near the top of the key, lobs it over the top. Glass and good for Benefo. There by Cermak after the missed shot to get the basketball back for her club. 30-23. Alex Crane set to check back in. Here's Ray for 3 again. Has a pair already. This one just off the side rim. And a foul on Ola. Trying to get the rebound away from Benefo. Benefo from Minnesota, good shot blocker. 6-foot sophomore forward. Was 4 or 5 in the season opener points in the win on the road at Albany. 7-point Frog advantage. Nearly at the midpoint, 5:20 to go. Here in the second quarter, midpoint of the second quarter, I should say. Left wing Miklos up top in Benefo. And now right wing Mulroy, whistle away from the basketball. It's going to go against Alex Crane. She got tangled up with Widman. Her first, team's first, not a shooting foul. It was away from the basketball. And in will come Ryan Payne for Lauren Hurd. Ryan Payne, 3 points in the opener, 1 of 2 shooting. Also hit a free throw, played 9 minutes. Inbounded from the right baseline, comes out high to Miklos, takes it down the left edge, and it's slapped away. Goes right to Payne, Frogs on the run. Payne slows it down, flips it over to Crane, dumps it in low to Yummy, and we've got a foul. Again, this one away from the basketball, foul on Benefo. That'll be her foul. 3rd team foul here in the quarter. Frogs have 2. Sub in Elodie Fury. Replaces Benefo. Fury from Villanova, Pennsylvania. Inbounded by Bradley from the right baseline. Comes into Crane. Kick out back. Bradley in the corner. Hits another 3. She's got 3. 3 threes, and it's 33-23. 4:45 to play in the half. Left wing Mulroy out top. Ball tipped by Payne, but lands safely with Cornell again. Fury. Left side Mulroy working that perimeter. Gets a screen. Pulls up at the elbow. Jumper. Back rim miss. Block out Jade Woods, and over the back is Miklos. That'll be the 2nd on Miklos, 4th on Cornell. And quickly to the table, Dylan Higgins will replace said Hallie Miklos from Fort Collins, Colorado, whose great-grandfather graduated from Cornell back in the day, 1926 graduate. Kind of cool, keeping the legacy alive nearly 100 years later. Out high. Feed to Woods at the free throw line, lobbed over the top to Yummy, glass and good. Beautiful. And a great over-the-shoulder catch by Morris, and then able to follow through with a shot. Frogs with their largest lead now, 12. But Cornell keeps coming in wave. 4 minutes to play. 35-23 the score. Near midcourt, check that, Mulroy with it. Bounce pass. Fury. Now top of the key to Mulroy. Trying to work some room for a shot. Going to drive down the right edge of the lane. Has to feed it out. Stolen by Bradley. Bradley turns and runs. Has the ball away by Cermak. Back comes Cornell. They feed up the floor to stolen by Yummy. And back come the TCU offensive charges on the other end. Out top, Alex Crane going to drive toward the baseline. Spins in the lane. Left it just short. Spin move. That would have been a play of the day if she'd made the shot. They got almost over the rim and just rolled and then fell back down. Mulroy with it out high. Feeds on the wing, and the pass is wide of Cermak. And the Frogs will get it on the turnover. That'll be 7 on. Frogs have cut the bleeding and stopped the bleeding a little bit on turnovers here. Ella Hellesy making her first appearance this year. She's into the game. Ray back in. Obinma is back in the contest. Bradley. And staying in is Ryan Payne. Here's your 5 for Reagan Peebley's club. Frogs by 12, 3 minutes to go. Over to Bradley on the right wing. Overhead toss to Ella. Now to Ray on the left wing. Guarded by Higgins. Feeds up top to Bradley, to Ella, and to Payne. Payne on the move to the elbow. Pulls up, little jumper, good. For Ryan Payne, the sophomore guard from Valencia, California. Frogs' largest lead now, 14. It's 37-23. Drive to the right side, handed off, fed up top to Widman. Nothing near back door. That was the play they were looking for. Instead, it'll be Anya McNicholas out high to set the pace. And her over-the-top pass goes inside, and Ray almost stole that one out of the air, but couldn't hold on to it. It goes out of bounds. 11 on the Cornell shot clock. Out goes Siramac. It'll be inbounded here by Bagwell-Katalanich. Inbounded to McNicholas, freshman out of San Jose, California, 5'7", to the elbow, left side, stops. Her overhead toss tipped by Ryan Payne, and a foul as both teams were scrambling for the basketball. And I think McNicholas also is going to be on Obinma. I think McNicholas might have gotten an elbow, something to the nose, or I think it's her right eye. She may be bleeding. They're attending to her on the floor. Yeah, it looks like maybe the cheekbone. It's somewhere in that area. Yeah, now I can see her eye, and she's holding the gauze below. So it is a cheekbone. May have just that bone, and when pressure is applied there, like a boxer. And here's a drive side down the right side of the lane. Mulroy with a layup, good. Under 2 minutes to go in the half. 37-25 Frogs. Just caught an arm or something. Here's a floater by Payne. Left it just short rim on the dribble drive. Bagwell-Katalanich with the rebound. Hands it off to Mulroy. Frogs back defensively. Pick up in midcourt. Out high to Fury. Now right side to Mulroy. She'll drift over between the circles. Minute and a half to play in this second quarter. Fury with it. Up top to Mulroy. 6 on the shot clock. She's a long way from the hoop. Now drives. Right side. Tries to kick it in the corner. Ball was tipped and controlled by Whitman. And shot clock violation. They did not. They let it go in time, but it did not draw iron. So the Frogs get the defensive stop and the turnover. The Frogs with 4 turnovers in that first quarter. Only 1 here in this second frame. 8 on Cornell for the game. Back in the ball game. Replacing Ryan Payne. She'll run the point. Goes left side. 20 on the shot clock. Bradley up top with it. Flings it over near the corner right side to Kiana Ray. Dumps it into Obinma to Ella. Now Bradley for 3 again from the left, counted. 40-25 largest lead. 15 points. Bradley just pouring it in. 12 points, 4 of 7 shooting from outside the arc. And she only took 1 shot. Coach talked about in the pregame show that she played a little scared, like somebody hadn't played in 2 years. And in fact, she hadn't played a real game in 2 seasons. 5 on the shot clock, 27 on the game clock. Pass in the corner, goes to Diggins, shot no good. Battle for the loose ball. Tie-up possession arrow will give it to Cornell for the final 20.8 should they so choose. Well, this half just rolling along. We're 40 minutes and we're about playing 20 minutes and minutes. That's pretty good. Cornell inbounds left baseline, but their own basket into Widman. There's essentially no difference between game and shot clock, just a few tenths. Here's Mulroy driving down the lane, kicks in the corner, and it's wide. It was set up on the wing. And TCU will have it back with 9.6 to play, leading by 15. So they've got some time here. Hurd takes it inbounds, cracks midcourt with 7 to go. Goes right side with it, drives toward the baseline. Little floater left it. Wells probably not the shot they wanted. Bagwell-Katalanich the rebound. The long heave from midcourt is no good, and the first 20 minutes are in the books. Pretty solid. Provided a tough test. Frogs will have the ball first to get it started. Shooting bucket to our right. Cornell to the left. Frogs in the home whites, purple lettering, numerals, and trim. Cornell red with white lettering, numerals, and trim. Here's Bradley for three. This one a little long for the left corner, no good. It's Ola, Woods, Ray, Bradley, and Hurd on the floor for TCU to start it, same as the original starting lineup. Pass in the wing just inside the arc, and there again goes Bagwell shooting from the outside. Gets the bucket, 40-27, counts for two. Well inside the arc there by a couple of feet. Here's Olin from the corner. Will feed it to the right side. Now Hurd for three. Right wing, way long. Saved by, nope, it hit the baseline. Kind of saved it, but it had already gone out of bounds, or would have had it not been out of bounds. So a giveaway back to the Big Red. Here's a drive down the right side of the lane. Roy, scoop layup attempt, no good. And the rebound comes down to Bradley. Gets it off to Hurd. Hurd feed corner left side. And Kiana Ray rattles all of the rebound. Turnaround jumper. Rolls it in. Count it. So now 42-27, back to the halftime margin. To the left of the top of the key. Bagwell Katalinich tries to feed it to Cutter. Samantha Widman, and that goes off her hands out of bounds. Turnover back to the Frogs. Foul-wise, Ola has two, and then Obenma, Morris, and Crane each have one. That's it. There were only 5 fouls on the Frogs in that first half. 2 apiece on Miklos and Bagwell Katalinich, as well as Mbenefo. And here's a dribble drive stolen by Cornell. So Cornell's got 3 players with 2 fouls. But they did not go over the bonus in either quarter. From the paint, penetration shot, it's missed. And the Frogs come down with a loose ball. Long lob up the floor to Ola, layup left it short off the glass. Trailing, steals it back for Cornell. 8 minutes to play here in the third. Perfect pass, and Ola got it, had room. She wasn't behind the backboard, hadn't gone too far, just left it a little short off the glass. Didn't get it up high enough, and whistle away from the basketball. And travel call. So Frogs will get it back. Cornell back defensively. They have not pressured in the ball. Here comes Hurd right down Main Street and traveled with it on her way. Thought she was going to get the foul call there, but instead, travel on this end. Frogs pick up at midcourt. It's Mulroy. Feeds on the wing. Tipped by Kiana, but controlled again by Miklos. Now left wing. Up top, Siramac to Widman. Widman, one of the 2 captains on this team, along with Bagwell Katalinich. Siramac with it. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Feeds Mulroy. Fires 3, and it's good. 42-30. Hurd brings it up the floor, hands off to Woods. Woods calls over Bradley. Right wing, up top to Kiana. Back to Woods. Left side, Hurd. Faces the bucket now, guarded by Widman. To Bradley, top of the key. 10 on the shot clock, under 7 to play in the third. And we've got players tangled here. Kiana Ray and Mulroy. And Mulroy is going to be whistled for the foul, kind of hooked her. They were entangled at the elbow like they were doing the do-si-do, but with their backs to one another. Bradley will inbound right baseline, but her own basket to Hurd. Lobs it out to Bradley on the right wing. Back to Hurd. Fires over to Bradley, to Woods on the left side. 8 on the shot clock. Bradley drives, baseline left, stops, scoops, and up and over the iron. Gets her own board, draws the iron, and so a new shot clock now takes it right back to the hoop. Shot blocked out of bounds by Mbenefo. And TCU will have it with 17 seconds on the shot clock. Good defense there by Mbenefo. Shot blocker, that's her MO. Inbounded to Hurd on the left wing. She also had 8 points in that first game. Drive inside by Hurd, floats it, hit rim and popped away. Just about a half inch too much on that one. Long pass up the floor, Mulroy to Siramac, back to Mulroy on the left wing. And over to Mbenefo, near the corner to Widman. She's going to penetrate, take it in, cross the lane, right to left, shot blocked out of bounds. Will remain in the hands of the Big Red. And left, beneath their own basket, 18 on the shot clock. Mulroy inbounds it to Miklos, now out high to Mbenefo. Curling off a screen to Widman, now back up top, ends up in the hands of Siramac. 7 on the shot clock, under 6 to play, third quarter. Bounce pass, Miklos feeds back to Siramac, shot missed, no good. Rebound loose on the floor, and a whistle on the floor. Going for the rebound, it's going to go against Jade Woods. First on Jade, first on the team. Each team now with 1 foul, and we're almost midway through the third frame. The body's falling, and it's going to be an offensive foul, and Jade Woods draws the charge. That'll be the second foul on Widman. 4 of the 5 players for Cornell on the floor, each with 2 fouls, none on Siramac. 42-30, Frogs with the ball. 15 on the shot clock. Left wing, Hurd. Feeds back out, Bradley catch and shoot for 3, and another one, her 5th game. I'd say she's now acclimated. 45-30, back to the original advantage at the half, and from underneath and over goes Mbenefo. Above the outstretched arm of the Frog defender, able to get it off the glass and good. 45-32. Kiana Ray shaded to the right side at the top of the key, skips it near the corner to Hurd. Hurd drives baseline, and a foul call. Going to be on Cornell with 4:55 to go. Let's see who they whistled it on, but we've got a timeout on the floor. It'll be the third foul on Shannon Mulroy. So 4:55 to play here in the third quarter. The Frogs 45, Cornell 5, but a foul on her third. Frogs inbound it from the baseline left. Comes into Hurd. It's Ray, Woods, Hurd, Bradley, and Ola. Ola with the ball, turnaround, bounces off the back rim on the short jumper there, and rebounded down to the red and white. And here's a more collision and another offensive foul, and it's Mulroy's 4th as she ran over Jade Woods. Woods becoming quite adept at drawing the charge. 4th team foul as well. So Mulroy will come out, and a patched up Anya McNicholas will check in. Good to see her back in the game. She does have a little patch on that cheek there, but she is back in. Glad it wasn't exacerbated by some sort of head injury. She just probably caught a elbow or forearm or something as the teams were scrambling for the basketball on a loose ball. But she is back in. Here's a near throwaway by the Frogs, but Hurd's got it. 9 on the shot clock. Out top. To the elbow. Kicks. Alex Crane, who's in the game. Her 3-ball, no rebound. Kiana Ray, it doesn't draw iron, and there's the defense. But Cornell's already got it and up the floor, so they won't stop play. McNicholas with it. The freshman from San Jose, just her 2nd game. And welcome to college basketball. She, like I said, she took a pretty hard shot there. Going to fire from 3 and is fouled. Shot no good. So McNicholas will go to the three-point or the free throw line to shoot 3. It'll be her first collegiate free throw attempts. She'll take more free throws than Cornell has had. So Frogs have only shot 1. 1 for 1. Cornell 0 for 2. And she's got like a bandage on that right cheek. Not obstructing her vision, however. Got it tight. First one is off the back rim, no good. Played lacrosse and volleyball in high school. Her high school won the 2018 National Championship basketball. And her brother plays water polo in college. It's a Cali thing. Second free throw is good, so she has gotten on the board here today. Had 7 points, 4 boards in 12 minutes in her debut. Second one counted, so 2 of 3 made. It's 45-34, back to 11 points of margin. Big pressure here from Cornell. Jade Woods able to break the pressure and get it to Kiana Ray. Michelle Berry checking in. And by the way, new rules changed this year. On free throws, you either check in before the free throws begin or after the last one if it's made. No more between free throws. Here's a little floater by Alex Crane. Too high off the back rim, tapped around, loose near the baseline. Ola goes for it and taps it off. They're going to call a foul. They are going to call it on Ola, who is trying to slap the ball off of Bagwell Katalinich. Kind of drew the ire of the official. Didn't call a foul, but instead will award Cornell. She took a swipe at it, trying to bounce it off of Bagwell Katalinich as they were both going out of bounds. I think she got a stern warning there. Full court pressure from TCU. Ball comes in to Higgins. And Cornell shooting bucket, 2 hours left. And Yummy thwarts it and knocks it out of bounds, coming up the right sideline. The newcomers in the game, or a newcomer in Berry on the floor, along with Alex Crane. Bounce pass, Bagwell Katalinich on the right wing. Up top now sent left side to McNicholas. Skip toss over to Higgins on the right wing. Now back to McNicholas, drives toward the baseline, scoops it up, shot blocked again by Yummy. Fourth block of the game, and has not drawn a foul doing so. She does have a foul, but it wasn't that. It was an off-ball foul earlier. Inbounds toss, tip, Jade, it goes right to Berry. Frogs the steal on the inbounds toss. Under 3 to play here in the third. Jade will push it across right side to Ray on the wing. Up top, Berry. Now to Crane. Left side, Jade. Now to Ray up top. Comes right with it, hands off to Berry going left. Feeds to Jade coming right. Working the top of the key. Jade at the elbow, going to take it in for the left side layup. Up and over the iron. Backside, missed the layup. On the putback, she was wide open. Gets the board, but not the points. Drive in from the right, going the other end. Higgins, and she'll draw the foul. With 2:24 to go. Still an 11-point game. Foul on Berry. Both teams with 4 fouls here in the quarter. It'll be a 2-shot opportunity. Here come the substitutions. Again, have to be done before the first shot or after the last one if it is made. So out comes Alex Crane. In comes Bradley. Berry remains. Jade Woods. Yummy and Kiana for TCU. First free throw, no good. Missed by Higgins. Her first free throws of the year. Senior from PA, whose mother played volleyball at another Ivy League school, Harvard. It's her 54th game at Cornell. So it is good. So it's a 10-point contest. So 5 points chopped off what was a 15-point lead for TCU. Frogs trapped in the corner. Somehow Jade Woods able to get it to Berry, and then Berry has it knocked out of bounds. Only 3 seconds to get it across the midcourt stripe here. Shot clock down to 23. You got 10 seconds, and 7 of those seconds are gone. So hot pressure here from the Big Red. Kiana Ray will inbound it. Comes into Woods. She's going to have to hurry. 2 seconds. One gets it across to Bradley with 1 to go, and then tried to feed it to Yummy. That tipped and stolen by Cornell. Back up the floor to Siramak. To Bagwell Katalinich. Skip toss left to right high side to Higgins. She'll slow it down. 2 minutes to play in the third. Siramak on the right wing. Up top, Bagwell Katalinich. Hands it off to Widman. Now back to Bagwell Katalinich. Baseline jumper. Nice back as it hit the far rim. Came back, hit the glass, and fell through. Single-digit game again, 45-37. Frogs with no points in the last 3:42. It's a 7-0 run that's lasted about that same time frame. Crossover dribble, drive inside. Jade Woods, ball stripped out of bounds. Under a minute and a half to go here. Hurd will come in, replace Berry. Had stripped by him, Benefo. Frogs will inbound left baseline, but he thrown past it. They do so into Hurd, left side, spins, now picks up the dribble, feeds it cross court to Woods to the right wing. 5 seconds. Woods takes it in, scoops it up and over. It's no good. Yummy battling for the rebound, and the shot clock's going to run out. So a defensive stop for Cornell with a minute 12 to play here in the third. And again, an 8-point game. Frogs now over 4 minutes out of point. And Cornell has capitalized with 7. Here's a pass over the top. Frogs missed it on the open shot from underneath by Mbenefo. And the Frogs get it on the rebound. Feed corner. Jade Woods left side to Kiana Ray. Back to Woods. Lobbed over the top. Pass too long for Yummy, and it's stolen back by Cornell. Feet underneath. Shot blocked by Ray. Yummy comes up with a loose ball. And Mbenefo trying to put it up from the left side underneath, and TCU gets the steal. Here's Hurd weaving through traffic. Left it short off the glass, and she'll draw the foul. Oh, it's going to be an offensive foul. So it will be basketball. Out goes Wood. In comes Ryan Payne with 34.8 to play, so a 4.8-second difference between game and shot clock. New look for the Frogs. Ola's in. Bradley's in. Barry's back in along with Payne and Kiana. Ball will be inbounded by Bagwell-Katalinich against full court pressure. In the backcourt, it comes into Siramac. Back to Bagwell-Katalinich. And across the line it goes to Higgins. Higgins tries to feed it to Miklos and knocked out of bounds by the long arms of Kiana Ray. 23 on the shot point, 5 to go. The inbounded from the left sideline. Widman about midway between baseline and half court. And we've got a foul call before it's ever inbounded. It's going to be on Ola. That'll be her 4th. Nobody else on the floor for the Frogs had a foul. Benma will come in. And Bagwell-Katalinich will go to the free throw line. She was 1 for 3 in the opener from the line. And this is her first trip today. So Ola comes out. Benma in. Shot clock off. 27.5 seconds left in the third. 8-point game. Cornell tried to cut into it here. And kind of trickles off the right side. No good. Second one on the way, and that one does. Here we go against pressure. Shot clock off. Payne into the front court to Barry. Now to Ray, and back to Payne out near midcourt, and she'll set the half-court offense. To 15. Slides right, comes right. Shot clock to 10. Makes a move toward the bucket. Knocked out of bounds off Higgins, although I think she has a correct argument that when she hit it, it hit Payne's jaw and went out of bounds. Payne is actually holding her jaw. That was the ball. So I'm not too sure that Higgins wasn't right. It should be Cornell basketball. 8.1 to play as the Frogs inbound it from the right side into Kiana. Hands it to Payne. To 3 seconds. Backdoor toss to Kiana. Missed it on the alley-oop. And a foul on Obenba with 1 second left. So what's now a 7-point game could become 5 going into the final frame. Frogs 0 for their last. Cornell with an 8-0 run over a 5-14 margin. Frogs drought 5:30, 5 minutes and 30 seconds without a point. First one is good for Bagwell-Katalinich. 45-39. Again, just 1 second exactly remains. Back rim miss on Kiana, and she's just going to cover it up like a football. And that will do it. 3 quarters to take an ugly turn in terms of the cold, and not really just for Texans. This is going to be temperatures well down into the 20s. Cornell with the ball to start the quarter, trailing by 6. They do break the press at midcourt and get it inbounded. 20 on the shot clock here. And a pass corner tipped and stolen away by Bradley. Outlet to Hurd, weaving through traffic to the top of the key, feeds to Woods. That ball tipped, but she controls it. Now in the corner to Kiana. Back to Woods on the right wing. Woods to the free throw line, going to take it inside and has it stripped away out of bounds. Frogs will inbound it with 18 on the shot clock. It's 46 at Ithaca, but that snowfall is coming. for them on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of this week. It's a relatively nice day for November in Ithaca. It's beautiful up there when it's sunshiny. Lived in Pennsylvania for a few years, and beautiful part of the country. And here's a drive inside by Woods. Layup no good. Draws the foul, and the foul is going to be on Miklos. That'll be her first of the quarter. And it will send Jade Woods to the free throw line. Jade hit 10 of 11 in the opener as part of her 20-point night. Scored 10 from the line and 10 from the field. First 20-point game at TCU, the transfer from Oregon. Back rim, no. She gets 2. That'll be 22 tomorrow night, 23 the next night. Chance of rain, a lot of rain tomorrow. It's cold and wet and humid. Second one, that one misses. Yummy Morris goes up for the rebound and gets undercut by Bagwell-Katalinich, and that'll be her third foul. Well, that could have been ugly there. Morris went down pretty hard. Not a shooting. It is the second of the quarter on Cornell. They both went down hard. The Frogs will maintain the possession after the 2 misses, and an offensive foul on the inbounds toss, and it's going to go against Yummy Morris. Her first. We stay at 45-39. Broken press by Widman. Now to Siramac, and on the wing back to Widman. To Siramac. He's down low. Bagwell-Katalinich kicks into the corner. To Siramac. 12-footer from the baseline left. It's no good. Rebound, Kiana Ray. She's fouled from behind. Or is it? Nope, it's just knocked out of bounds. Cornell. No foul call. Here in the second minute of the fourth quarter. Game still very much in play, 45-39. This one started out 19-16, and we were on pace to both teams getting up in the 70s, perhaps beyond. Frogs have only scored 5 points since the half. That scoring drought really starting to get up there. Here's a drive inside by Hurd. That's down the scoring drought by knocking one in hard off the glass and good on a dribble drive. 47-39, and then a throwaway by Cornell trying to get back up the floor quickly. And a low bounce pass skips away out of bounds. Siramac checks out. In comes Dylan Higgins. No pressure in the backcourt from the Big Red. Frogs have it on their end of the floor now. Bradley on the right wing. Kiana Ray. Ray goes left, hands off to Hurd coming to the right. Settles into the top of the key, feeds back to Woods. Wing to Kiana Ray, drives toward the baseline, spins, feeds Yummy straight on 15-footer, and roll off the rim. Front rim glass, side rim out. Holds at an 8-point margin, 7:48 to play in the game. Higgins with it up top for Cornell. Right wing Mulroy. Back to Higgins. On the perimeter. Bagwell-Katalinich. Handoff goes to Widman. Widman down the right side of the lane. Shot rejected out of bounds by Woods. So now Cornell will have 5 on the shot clock to do something with it here. Berry will come in. Michelle Berry, the senior grad transfer from Virginia Tech by Miami. Jade Woods will check out. Again, 5 on the shot clock. Everybody trying to get in their spot, and here we go. Will be triggered in by Mulroy. Kicks on the wing. Higgins for 3, 4. No good. Saved on the baseline. And foul on Berry. Trying to strip it away from Widman. Second team foul. Second foul on Berry. Second on the team. Quickly by Cornell. They have 18 on the shot clock here. Left wing Mulroy will slow it down and dribble out between the circles. Bounce pass right side and Benefo. And now up top, stolen by Kiana. Breakaway, layup, count it. K-Ray with a steal and score. She's now to double figures with 10. Second straight game, had 12 the other night. And it's a 10-point margin, 49-39. Now a backdoor toss, Bagwell Katich gets it on a nice feed from Higgins. 49-41, quick answer. Barry left side to Kiana. Lobs it into Yummy, left side of the lane, feeds to Barry, now near the corner to Hurd's going to fire a three, and that one's long. On the backside by Widman, up the floor to Higgins, inside the arc. To the free throw line, quick catch and shoot, and banks it in on a straight-on shot. Probably didn't leave her hand as she'd hoped, but it still counts. 6-point game, 49-43. Turnovers, TCU at 12-17 for Cornell. It is Frog basketball as we come back from the timeout. Hurd, Kiana Ray, Barry, also Morris and Bradley for TCU. Kiana Ray with it in the corner is going to dribble out to the wing and send it up high to Hurd. Back to K-Ray. Going to fire a three, left wing, and that's an air ball. I've seen more air ball threes to both clubs than I can remember in a long time. There's two pretty good three-point shooting teams. Kind of weird. Under 6 to play, by the way. Here we go. Frogs back defensively. Bagwell Katalinich on the wing to Mulroy. Mulroy playing with 4 fouls, and now a timeout called as the Frogs get beyond the timeline. It'll be Bagwell Katalinich to inbound it. Nope, not now. And now it'll be Widman. They switched out. It'll be Widman inbounding it into the backcourt to Mulroy. Here we go. Hurd picks her up there. Dribbles to the elbow. Fees near the corner. Shot for 3, and that one is good. Dylan Higgins. She was 0 for 1 in the opener from 3. And picks up her second one here today. 49-46, suddenly a one-possession game. Hurd with the ball on the right wing, or left wing rather. And out high to Bradley. Bradley hadn't had much of a chance to shoot since those first 5 threes. They have really bottled her up. And now does fire a 3, back rim miss, and hauled down by Mbenefo, and a chance for Cornell to get to 1 or tie it up as we hit the midpoint of the fourth quarter. 5 minutes to go. Widman with it. On the wing, whistle, offensive foul. And it's going to be on Bagwell Katalinich as she trips up Yummy Morris. That's 4th. Mulroy on the floor playing with 4. Then 2 each for Mbenefo and Widman, none on Dylan Higgins. Check that. That was Higgins' first 3 of the day. First 3 of the season, in fact. So Frogs have it in their front court. It's Hurd coming down the left side of the lane. Takes up the shot, knocked out of bounds, blocked and knocked out of bounds by Cornell. And TCU will have to inbound it right baseline beneath their own basket. It'll be Bradley. Yeah, that was a clock on the replay here, and knocked out of bounds by Bagwell Katalinich. Inbounded to Hurd. Near the right corner, she'll immediately go up top. And feed on the wing to Bradley. Off a screen, fires 3 just off the back screen from Kiana Ray, and a good look. Just didn't go down. Drew iron. So again, another opportunity with 4.5 to go for Cornell to tie or get to within 1. Higgins with it, high right wing. Bounce pass at the elbow. Bagwell Katalinich now faces the bucket, guarded by Ola. Feeds to Higgins near the left wing. She's going to fire the shot for the tie. It's off the side rim, no good. And by Kiana Ray. Outlet to Hurd. Frogs running. Hurd stops, now slows it down to K-Ray for 3. Top of the key, count it. Kiana Ray from 3-point range goes to 13 points, her third 3 of the night on 7 tries or of the afternoon. 52-46, a little bit of breathing room, but quickly a bounce underneath. Mbenefo, the beneficiary, and an open look off the glass counted. 52-48. 3.5 minutes to play. Hurd, the left side. Now back to Hurd. Hurd on the move. Stops, works her way, and gets the leg. Glass count. It had to work for that one. Little step-through move. Long feed down the floor underneath the Widman. Feeds it to the trailer. Higgins for the layup, but an offensive foul. Charging call on Higgins. And Dana Smith can't believe it. Maybe she won't have to believe it. There's now a discussion. Officials huddled up loosely. They're going to look at it. They are going to look at it. Frogs will be back in action Thursday against Nicholls State. That'll be a Thursday night game at 6:30. Hope you can join us either on the air, on site, or both. Bring your radio. Meantime, Cornell, they get to go back home. It'll be their home debut, their home opener. Also on Thursday, they take on Colgate at 7 Eastern time. Nope, it's going to be Frogs basketball. Cornell will drop back defensively. 3:12 to go. Frogs by 6 with the ball. And they've led by as many as 15 in this game. It's kind of just gone up and down. Just waves of attack by Cornell. Keeps drawing them back in. Here's Woods with the ball. Left elbow going to go down the left side of the lane. Layup counted. And we're under 3 to go, and the Frogs by 8. Mulroy will take it past the time and call timeout. So Cornell will huddle up. We'll take it with them with 2:51 left to go here in Fort Worth. It's TCU 56, Cornell 48. Back after this timeout for the stretch run. You're on the Horned Frog Sports Network from Learfield, IMG College.
Adopt US Kids presents Multiple Choice Parenting.
Your daughter just had her first breakup. Do you A, put yourself in her shoes?
How could he do this to you? And for Sheila, she has split ends.
B, console her?
Oh, sweetie, this is going to happen a lot. 4, maybe 5 more times before you get married.
C, take charge?
Got to get this all straightened out. Give a little talking to, man to man, mano a mano. Hey, Steve! Is now a good time? No? Okay, no problem. Bye.
Or D, help her find a new boyfriend?
I know a great place to meet boys. The internet. Nice, single boys. Never mind. How about some ice cream?
As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
For more information on how you can adopt, visit adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
.251, Cornell set to inbound the basketball. It'll be Widman from the timeline. Will kick it back into the backcourt to Mulroy, and here we go. 20 on the shot clock here for Cornell. Slides to the left, flings it on the wing to Widman. Widman guarded by Jade Woods. Now puts it on the floor once, bounce pass. Bagwell Katalinich goes inside, outside, misses it from me, gets her own board, and then fouled by Hurd. It'll be Hurd's first, team's third. And it sends Bagwell Katalinich to the free throw line, where she's 2 for 4 today. 16 points, 15 rebounds for Bagwell Katalinich. 56-49 after the first free throw. Second one on the way. Let's fly. Back rim missed. And rebound Woods, and she's fouled from behind. It's going to be on Widman. That'll be her third. That is the fifth. Is that the fifth? It's 2 shots. That's the fifth. Yeah, they were all still back there ready for the inbounds. Scoreboards, the auxiliary scoreboards, above the tunnels on either end behind the baskets, and they're now way up at the top above. They're a lot easier to see now. First free throw by is good. Just the 4th free throw attempt by TCU today. Cornell 6 of 13. So it certainly hasn't been a hometown job here today. And that one front rims away. Bagwell Katalinich with the rebound. It is an 8-point margin, however, with 2:27 to go. Frogs are 2 of 5 at the line. Controlled on the wing by Widman, guarded by Jade. Bounce pass, Bagwell-Katalinic, right elbow. Hands it back off. Near travel call there. Widman didn't get a hold of it. It kind of rolled on her shoulder, and she was able to secure it. And now ball loose on the floor as Mulroy loses her footing. Tie up, possession arrow TCU. And Mulroy went just splat, but didn't travel with it. Dogs were able to reach in and snag a part of that. They will have to inbound from the baseline in their backcourt against pressure to Hurd. Spins around the defenders, now weaves through traffic. 3-on-1, 4-on-1. Feed to K-Ray, 3-ball rattles, won't go. And comes down to Higgins, and a travel call on Higgins. And she went flopping down. I don't mean that in the pejorative. She just fell to the floor trying to split defenders, lost the handle of the ball, and went down. I didn't mean to indicate she was faking it. It wasn't that kind of flop. She just flopped. Kind of splatted a little bit like Mulroy did. So Frogs inbounded from the baseline. Minute 46 to go. They lead by 8, 57-49. And Hurd's going to take a little air out of it here. Shot clock to 15. Just dribbling out high near midcourt. Now in motion to the right side of the floor, but still near midcourt. And now with the clock to 7, makes a move. Up top, Kiana Ray puts it on the floor, left side drive. Left it short on the long layup, but no good. Rebound Cornell. Minute 20 to go. Whip the pass underneath. Bagwell-Katalinic was open in the pass. A little late getting there, and it was behind her. And it goes out of bounds. So Frogs get it back. Inbounded to Hurd. Again, quickly up the middle of the floor. Kick out. Comes to Bradley. And to Jade Woods, and she's now fouled by Higgins. Intentional foul there, second foul. Or unintentionally intentional. 4th team foul. Excuse me, that's the 6th team foul. So TCU is in the bonus already. That's my point, if I wasn't clear. It'll be Jade to the line again. She struggled today, hit 10 of 11 the other day. This one's good. She's now 2-5 this afternoon. .58-49 can make it a double-digit contest. Rimmed in and out. Scooped up and out. So it remains a 9-point margin with 1 minute to play. Kick out on the right wing. Widman's got it. Puts it on the floor once. Now to Mulroy. Back to Widman. Widman not really a three-point shooter, but she's out there on the perimeter. Bagwell-Katalinic lobs it over the top, and that one goes out of bounds because Widman, who was going to go back door to grab that one, the pass was perfect, but she had fallen, and so it just went out of bounds untouched. Barry back out. In comes Bradley. They're kind of doing that defensive-offensive switch when possible. Jade inbounds to Bradley, who gets rid of it to Kiana Ray, and she's fouled with 44.4 to go. If you're wanting free throw shooters on this team, there's probably a you would select. Lauren Hurd's pretty good too in clutch time, but consistently knocking down free throws, especially in the clutch, although she was 2 of 6 the other night. Kiana Ray always seems to come up big, but Jaycee Bradley is big-time free throw shooter. 80-90%. This is Kiana, and she left it short. 4 went up. Like she double released it. It was kind of an odd release there. And perfect on this one. Associate coach Abby Olajuwon and Leah Foster in player development. Of course, can't forget Angela Gonzaga is the director of operations. She's the house mom, if you will. She makes this thing run. Inbounded and then lost out of bounds, but it's because TCU poked it away. Oh, no, it is off of Cornell. So the Frogs, good defense there on the interior pass attempt there by the Big Red. 37 seconds to go. TCU by 10. And Jake's giving tournament this year. The Frogs will be at SMU on Wednesday the 20th, and then they take a trip up to the U.S. Military Academy to take out Army on Tuesday the 26th, right after Thanksgiving. Here's a foul as the Frogs are bringing it up the floor. And that'll be the 5th on Mulroy. Her day is done. Sarah Mack in, playing with no fouls. It will be Lauren Hurd at the free throw line after she was fouled, bringing it up the floor. Kiana Ray Woods, Ola, Berry, and Hurd at the line. Back rim. Cornell with 6 turnovers in the last 3:09 and without a field goal. Kind of what they did to TCU there for a stretch. Got him back in. Second one no good. And a nice ball there by Widman to keep Hurd from getting her own board. So 30 seconds to play, 10-point margin. Cornell with the basketball. Fed to Bagwell-Katalinich, and a foul from behind by Kiana, trying to plead her case, but to no avail. Frogs had 1 to give. That's their 4th team foul. And into the game comes Ryan Payne for Hurd. 26.9 to go. About a 4.5, 5-second difference between game and shot clock. Inbounded from the sideline in front of their own bench. Bagwell-Katalinich takes the toss, backdoor feed, and dribble drive in. Spins 2.5 times around the rim. Missed by his rebound. Payne across the line to Ray. Shot clock off, 13 to go, and that should probably do it. I suspect Cornell will not try to commit a foul here. And TCU will dribble out the last few seconds, and that